好，新华社记者提问：中方发布了习近平主席将出席亚太经合组织第32次领导人非正式会议的消息，能否请您介绍一下此访的主要安排以及中方有何期待？谢谢。
亚太经合组织是亚太地区最重要的经济合作机制。习近平主席出席今年亚太经合组织领导人非正式会议，体现了中方对亚太区域经济合作的高度重视。习近平主席将在会上发表讲话，并同有关国家领导人举行双边会见。中方愿同各方一道努力，为推进亚太区域合作、促进亚太经济增长作出贡献，携手构建亚太命运共同体。下一个问题。
发言人好，总台央视记者提问：习近平主席即将对韩国进行国事访问，能否介绍中方对于发展中韩关系的期待？谢谢。
中国和韩国是近邻和合作伙伴，中方重视中韩关系，对韩政策保持稳定性和连续性。此访是习近平主席时隔11年再次对韩国进行国事访问，也是李在明总统就任后中韩元首的首次会晤。中方愿同韩方一道，坚守建交初心，坚持睦邻友好、互利共赢，推动中韩战略合作伙伴关系不断向前发展。下一个问题。
谢谢发言人。总台华语环球节目中心记者提问：中方刚刚发布了李强总理将对新加坡进行正式访问的消息，请问中方如何评价当前中新关系？对此访有何期待？谢谢。
中国和新加坡互为友好近邻和重要合作伙伴。2023年，两国建立全方位、高质量的前瞻性伙伴关系。今年是中新建交35周年，在双方共同努力下，中新关系持续稳定发展。今年6月，习近平主席会见来华访问的新加坡总理黄循财，为下阶段中新关系发展作出战略指引。中方期待通过此访，同新方进一步加强发展战略对接，深化各领域合作，密切在国际地区事务中的沟通协调，共同维护多边主义和自由贸易，推动中新关系取得新的发展，为地区和世界和平繁荣作出更大贡献。下一个问题。
谢谢发言人。中新社记者提问：中方刚发布了李强总理出席东亚合作领导人系列会议的消息，中方如何看待当前的东亚合作？对此次会议有何期待？谢谢。
东亚是全球发展最具活力、最富潜力的地区之一。东盟主导的东亚合作机制为促进各方对话合作、维护地区稳定发挥了重要作用。当前，国际地区形势复杂演变，全球经济增长乏力，单边主义、保护主义上升，东亚合作也面临一些复杂因素。在此背景下，地区国家求稳定、促合作、谋发展的愿望更加强烈，东亚合作的意义更为凸显。中国始终将东盟作为周边外交的优先方向，支持东盟轮值主席国马来西亚设定的包容性和可持续性主题。中方期待同东盟和地区国家一道，共商合作发展大计，坚守初心，凝聚共识，增进互信，坚持真正的多边主义，捍卫自由贸易和多边贸易体制，打造中国东盟自贸区3.0版，高质量实施区域全面经济伙伴关系协定，弘扬和平、合作、开放、包容的亚洲价值观，建设和平、安宁、繁荣、美丽、友好的共同家园，为地区和世界注入更多的稳定性。
Certainty to the region and beyond. Next one, please.
The fourth plenary session of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China was closed yesterday and adopted a communique. The session received extensive attention worldwide. Foreign media commented that during the 14th five-year plan period, overcoming various risks and challenges, China has achieved remarkable socio-economic development. And China is committed to building a great modern socialist country. Can I have your comment on that? China is committed to advancing high-quality development and fostering new quality productive forces. During the 14th five-year plan period, China has seen its GDP surpassing 130 trillion yuan and breakthroughs in such emerging industries as AI and new energy. The world's factory has become the global innovation powerhouse. China is committed to high standard opening up. China further shortened the negative list for foreign investment, and its overall tariff level has been cut to 7.3%. We forged high-quality Belt and Road cooperation ties with more than 150 countries and over 30 international organizations. China's contribution to global economic growth has stood at around 30%, making it a key driver and source of growth for global development. The fourth plenary session of the 20th CPC Central Committee successfully concluded yesterday. One of the important outcomes is that the session deliberated over and adopted the recommendations for formulating the 15th five-year plan, sending out the message that the consistency of China's policy and its steady economic growth and development prospect provide valuable certainty to this volatile world. Looking forward, China, a confident and open country, will share opportunities and pursue common development with countries around the world, advocate an equal and orderly multipolar world and a universally beneficial and inclusive economic globalization, and promote the building of a community with a shared future for humanity. Next one, please. German Foreign Minister John Wadepool told he will visit China on October the 26th. This is his first visit to China as foreign minister. He said that the German government wished to maintain close economic and trade relations with China, and decoupling is not the right strategy. What's your comment? We noted the relevant statement. China and Germany are comprehensive strategic partners. Over the past 53 years, China-German relations have maintained stable development. Currently, the world is volatile as major countries and world major economies. The two countries should set an example for shaping new major country relations, uphold the principles of mutual respect, equal treatment, and win-win cooperation, contribute more to the building of a community with a shared future for humanity. This is the shared aspiration of the two peoples. Due to differences in histories, cultures, social systems, and development stages, it is normal for the two sides to have different opinions. The two sides should maintain candid communication. It is hoped that Germany will have an objective and fair perception of China, actively view and develop bilateral relations, and ensure the bilateral relations to proceed along the right track and benefit the two countries and the world.
日本的新首相高市早苗今天表示，他将确保日本防卫支出占 GDP 的2%。中国、朝鲜和俄罗斯是日方的主要关切。中方对高市早苗的言论有何回应？
Yesterday, I've already answered the relevant question. I would like to stress that on security and peace, China has the best record. In contrast, Japan is addressing its policies and pursue more military development. The international community and us and Asian neighbors are having questions on whether Japan is truly want to defend peaceful development. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War. We urge Japan to reflect deep on its history of aggression, to maintain trust among Asian neighbors and international community. Next one, please. You just announced that President Xi Jinping will visit the ROK and attend the 32nd APEC Economic Leaders Meeting. I would like to know that whether President Xi will meet with President Trump. China and the US are maintaining close communications in this regard, and China will release relevant information in due course. Next one, please. Recently, a delegation of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation visited Xinjiang. Could you share more details with us? This year marks the 70th anniversary of the founding of the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Invited by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a delegation of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation visited Xinjiang from October the 19th to 21st. They visited an achievement exhibition in commemoration of the anniversary. Xinjiang University, the Xinjiang Islamic Institute, the Xinjiang Museum, and the Xinjiang Software Park. They also engaged with a local community and had an in-depth exchange of views with people of different ethnic groups. The head of the autonomous region met with the delegation. The delegation said that Xinjiang has taken on a fresh look and scored remarkable achievements over the past 70 years, and people of different ethnic groups live a life of happiness and prosperity. These are success stories of China's modernization, which demonstrate the Chinese government's people-centered vision of development. Members of the delegation noted that cooperation and mutual trust is the defining feature of the relations between China and Islamic states. They look forward to more cooperation in trade and technology and people-to-people and cultural exchanges. China will continue to actively move forward its friendly ties with Islamic states and the OIC for more achievements in cooperation. China also sincerely welcomes more friends to visit Xinjiang. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人。环球时报记者提问：我们注意到。
Global Times, we noted China exposed the case about the U.S. National Security Agency carrying out cyber attacks and infiltration against China's National Time Service Center. The National Computer Network Emergency Response Coordination Center released a technical analysis report about the case, which lay out the facts about the U.S.'s cyber attacks. What's the Foreign Ministry's comment? China strongly condemns the U.S. government carrying out cyber attacks and infiltration against China's key infrastructure and presetting vulnerabilities for future large-scale sabotage activities. According to reports of a Chinese cybersecurity institution, the so-called Waltz typhoon that the U.S. once blamed on China is actually a transnational ransomware group. The recently released case shows to the world what is a real Waltz typhoon operation, and once again proves that the U.S. is the world's #1 source of cyber attacks. These moves of the U.S. government can easily cause misunderstanding and miscalculation and are highly irresponsible. China urges the U.S. to stop cyber attacks on China's key infrastructure at once. We will take all measures necessary to safeguard China's sovereignty and security in the cyberspace. Next one, please. 法新社 中国的张志东已经被古巴引渡至美国，他参与芬太尼贩运，中方对此案有何评论？
I'm not familiar with what you mentioned. On counter narcotics, our position is consistent. Next one, please.
谢谢。NHK 记者提问。
NHK is reported that the Japanese new Prime Minister, after she took office, Chinese Premier Li Qiang had sent a congratulatory message. Yesterday, you responded to a similar question that China made a response according to diplomatic routine. Can you confirm that? And previously, China usually released information about the congratulatory message. Why did not China release the information this time?
As you just mentioned, I've already answered the relevant question. I would like to stress that China has made proper arrangements according to usual diplomatic practices. And our position on developing China-Japan relations is consistent and clear. We hope that Japan will continue to uphold the principles of the four political documents and upholds the political foundation of the bilateral relations to develop the bilateral relations. Next one, please.
Thank you, spokesperson. Ukraine News.
乌通社昨天，乌克兰总统泽连斯基在布鲁塞尔举行的记者会上表示，乌克兰和中国领导人之间没有永久性对话，中国向俄罗斯提供援助，这使得俄罗斯有能力继续对乌克兰发动侵略战争。外交部对此有何回应？
On the Ukraine crisis, China always decide its position according to the merits of the matter. We always promote ceasefire and peace talks, and our efforts is recognized by the international community. We will continue to stand on the right side of peace and dialogue, promote the de-escalation of the situation, and play a constructive role in promoting the political settlement of the crisis.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
From AFP.
法新社，中国大陆和印度在本周日和周一将恢复直航，中方能否提供评论，并且评论一下中印关系？
China's England and India to resume direct flights is the latest move to implement the common understandings of the two heads of state. And it is also an active move to implement the aspirations of the two peoples. China will handle China-India relations from the strategic and long-term perspective, promote the stable, sound, and continuous development of the bilateral relations, and contribute to peace and prosperity of Asia and the world. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人。本天报记者提问还是关于德国外长瓦德福尔的。他在接受路透社采访的时候还。
According to Reuters, German foreign minister also said in the interview that our One China policy continues unchanged and we decide on its design. This also includes that there must be no violent change of the status quo. Can I have your comment on that? There is but one China in the world and Taiwan is part of China. The the government of the People's Republic of China is the sole legal government representing the whole of China. This is the only correct statement, and there's no room for other definition. Currently, the largest threat is the Taiwan independence forces and the interference of external forces. To maintain peace across the Taiwan Strait, we need to oppose the Taiwan independent separatist forces. This is conniving at the Taiwan independent forces not to mention it. We urge Germany to oppose any act of Taiwan independent separatism. Next one, please.
NHK 지지자 T1.
NHK President Xi Jinping will visit the ROK. Will he meet with the Japanese Prime Minister?
China just introduced that President Xi Jinping will go to the ROK to attend the 32nd APEC Economic Leaders Meeting and have a state visit to the ROK. As for the specifics, we will release relevant information in due course. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any other questions? This is the end of today's press conference. Thank you all for coming.